the Neyland Entertainment District. We told you about this a few months ago. So many pro stadiums are now doing this, but UT is going to be one of the first colleges to go all in. A hotel by the stadium. It's basically filling in that spot between Thompson Bowling or the Food City Center and Neyland Stadium. Yeah. You're filling in that space with restaurants, bars, entertainment area. They're taking out, what is it, G10? That'll be the thing you lose. Yeah. But the cool part is, I mean, it's going to be a moneymaker. It's going to be fun for fans. It's awesome. I said a few months ago, this is brilliant. It's forward thinking. It's everything you would expect from Danny White. Kudos. And yet, I saw a story this week that I liked more because it's based in tradition. The Rose Bowl, it turns out, went to the college football playoff, and they said, we don't want to be in the semifinal rotation. We just want to stay a quarterfinal every year. It's like, why would you do that? Because that keeps you on January 1st. And they said, we've always been a January 1st bowl. That's where we want to be. We don't like moving off of it. We'll sacrifice being a semifinal, but we're going to be January 1st every year. This Neyland thing makes sense. I like it. It's brilliant. But part of me is like, do you have to change everything on my old campus? Can't there be one space where I at least know, oh yeah, that parking garage was there? So anyway, I just saw those two stories, and I found myself, even though this is great business, I found myself more moved by the fact that the Rose Bowl said, we know who we are, we know what we're about, and we're going to stick with it. Just my thought.
Initially, I thought that was kind of silly, but then I'm thinking about the third Saturday in October, and I'd be really upset if that moved to the fourth Saturday or to another month. So I guess in some scope I can understand, but if you're the Rose Bowl and that means so much more than just a January 1st game, I feel like you're missing out on being a semifinal game. I think there's more to lose staying at January 1st.
I also think this is the kind of thing where, I may be wrong here, we'll see what Bob and Jimmy do, we'll see what Tyler does, but I think it's going to be based on age too. Because when I was Paige's age, your age, I would have said, do it, change everything. What do I care? Because I didn't have as many years tied into something. Now at 53, it's like, well, G10's been there my whole life. What are you talking about? We can't change that. So, Tyler, where are you on this? Do you Neyland, the forward-thinking stuff, or are you kind of impressed with the traditional stuff of the Rose Bowl?
I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth, and we're taught not to do that.
Cavaliering the question.
To your point, and I thought you brought up a great point, you've got to do entertainment things to get people off the couches in front of their giant televisions where they only have to walk 6 feet to their own refrigerator or to their own commode, whatever it may be. But you brought up a great point.
That's the big selling point.
No, the great point was simply this. I was like, who cares about tradition? But guess who's the first person that squawks every time Tennessee and Kentucky plays, and that dang beer barrel isn't out there? Yeah. So I'm talking on both sides of my mouth. Good for Tennessee, but yeah, maybe don't kill tradition.
15 seconds.
I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I don't care because you've already destroyed the campus I was on, so you might as well tear the rest of it up while you're at it.
Where has my
15
campus
seconds.
gone?
There's a whole lot of this used to be and this used to be on Tennessee's campus because they have changed so much of it. But I'm fine with this because I think it appeases the fans, and I do think it gets more people to go to the games instead of staying at home.
Okay, my clock must be off. We'll see you next week. See ya.